that. He's not doing that again. I can promise you that. Whatever shooting display that he came out and started doing, I'll bet you, I'll cash app anybody watching this video $25 if he does that. If he does that again, $25 if he does that again.
These niggas tackle, I'm bringing the pack. I'm a roller with stars and I'm smoking on platinum. Got my eye on the prize so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back.
Yo, what it do? It's your boys Juice and Lou. We back here with another episode for y'all. You know, I got a new setting. I got my little station going, but you know, it don't stop there. You know, J. Lou, you gotta get yourself right. But you know,
big couch.
He'll be coming anyway. We're here to talk about the East. Tomorrow the West, but we're going to talk about the East first. So we got the Wizards and Sixers, got the Knicks and the Hawks, got the Nets and the Celtics, and we got the Heat and the Bucks. So it's going to be we got some good series right here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to dive into them each game, and let's go. J. Lou, go ahead, get us in.
So we're with the East today, and I want to start off with the 1 and 8 seed, Sixers versus Wizards. Now, while I was on vacation, I had time to watch a little bit of this, and the Wizards played really, really good in the first half. No, I thought they would take game one, honestly. I thought this was their game, but the problem is there's just mismatches all over the court. Tobias Harris finished with 37. He had I think he had 28 at the half.
Yeah.
So he was really, really putting on a show. The problem is with this, I had Rui in the first half. They put Rui on Ben Simmons. Now, of course, he's 6'10", Rui's 6'8". That's a good matchup. Rui's a good defender.
Makes sense.
The problem was who's going to guard Tobias Harris? You got to they put Beal on they put Westbrook on Danny Green. And they let Beal on Tobias Harris. Then they had Alex Len or whoever was at center, Robin Lopez and Alex Len. They was double teaming Embiid every time he caught it. But ultimately in the second half, Embiid got cooking. You know, Embiid showed up. He played good. Ben Simmons, he had 6 points, 15 boards, and 15 assists. So he was doing things off the scoring tip. But Embiid, he finished with 30 points. I think at halftime he only had 9. So Tobias Harris and Embiid role switched. In the second half, I know they put Westbrook on Ben Simmons, which isn't bad. Then they put Rui on Tobias Harris because he was the one scoring. And then Embiid since they had a Rui on Tobias Harris, their leading scorer, they gave the ball to Embiid, and Embiid's going to make the Wizards' big men look like trash every time.
Pretty much.
So it's going to be tough for the Wizards to get a game. I think game one was their game to steal, but it's just going to be mismatches all over the court. So Sixers, I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep them. But like I said, it's going to be hard for the Wizards to get one. Even though I'm rooting for Russ, you know. He was my boy back at OKC.
Yeah.
He still is my boy now, actually. So hopefully they can at least give the Sixers bump in all 4 games or however games it goes a distance.
Right.
Just to see Russ, you know, play his heart out.
Yeah. But I did have the Wizards winning a game, and if it was any game that they were gonna win, it was this game. Like stats wise, they beat them in every single category. Well, just about beat them in every single category. But Philly shot 49%. Wizards shot 55% from 3. Philly shot 31%. Wizards shot 40%. Free throws, they shot 69%. A team, if you shoot 69% from the free throw line, you deserve to lose. But and the Wizards shot 80%. So the factor in this game was obviously more turnovers. They had more turnovers, but the steals was the biggest difference. Wizards had 4 steals and Philly had 10. That's the difference maker in my opinion. Tobias had his, Embiid got his in the late in the second half, but if this was the game for the Wizards to win, it was this game, and they let it slip. Westbrook, he didn't have a great game. 16, 14, and 5. I mean, it was cool, but it definitely could have been more to help the team, in my opinion, especially with the little amount of help that he has aside from Bradley Beal. So if it was any other game that if there was any game that they could have won, it was this one. But they let it slip. They let it slip.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Moving on to the 2nd seed Nets versus the 7th seed Celtics.
Right.
Game 1 happened May 22nd. Boston, y'all screwed. Y'all screwed. This was probably their best chance. I'm not gonna lie. Nets did not play that good. I thought they would go for 150. They only scored 104. Boston put up only 93 points on a team that's ranked almost bottom in defense. So it is playoff basketball. You see fouls aren't getting called like that, and less whistles are being called in some games.
Right.
But the Nets just aren't the best defensive team on paper, but they're showing up to play defense. Tatum, KD had that strapped up. I'm not about to lie, Tatum. My boy had that strapped up. 6 for 20 shooting.
Yeah, that was pretty.
This is what happens. What happens when them sidestep Kobe fadeaways are not going in? They're gonna shoot like this. Kemba Walker 5 for 16, didn't shoot that good. Evan Fournier was probably their worst mid-season trade I've seen. He hasn't shown me nothing since he's been on the team. Mm-hmm. And then you have Marcus Smart. He provided some help, played solid defense. They just don't got enough firepower without Jaylen Brown. And Kemba's not playing that good. And the scary part is this is not the best the Nets have played. I'd say this is bottom tier that I've seen the Nets play, big 3. Mm-hmm. And they're just getting things started, in my opinion. KD finished with 32. He shot bad from 3. I think he shot 2 for 8. But Kyrie, he showed up. He played good. Harden, he was in his, facilitating role. So right. The Nets, they got what they got to do this playoffs. They got to keep scoring. If they play defense like this is going to be a sweep. Easily, like I said to people, it's going to be a sweep. And the problem with Celtics, you can't do nothing about it. Even your coach, Brad Stevens, said it's looking rough for them. They don't have the Nets are the team to beat, and clearly we know why. So yeah. I got Nets sweeping right now, and they're looking back at that trade they could have pulled for Anthony Davis a while ago. Maybe they should have done it to get a ring, even though he didn't want to stay in Boston long term. Right. But that was probably their best window at getting another superstar player with Tatum.
Facts. It's just this shows to prove that Jason Tatum can do all he can, but it's just not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough. They scored Brooklyn scored 104 points. 3 players scored, I believe, 83 of those points.
Yeah, KD, Kyrie, and had 82.
That's tough. And that's only them. They've played together throughout the whole season all of 4 times. So they're basically pretty much still getting it together. So imagine if they're fully right. Imagine if they're fully right. It's going to be a scary sight. Jaylen Brown could have made it a better series if he was playing, but Jason Tatum played 41 minutes. He played 41 minutes. only 22 points. I mean, when you're supposed to be that guy on the team, I can't really fault him because Steph Curry be doing the same team. He be doing the same thing, shooting a lot.
Right.
And so, when you're that guy, you're supposed to shoot a lot. But your supporting cast, Kemba, he has to show up. Marcus Smart, he has to stay consistent. Uh, and you don't got Jaylen Brown, but Evan Fournier, you were talked about a lot. Everybody was talking about, Boston is this is a great ad, Evan Fournier, this and that. And we're just like, okay, Boston could do something. You added more scoring, but ever since then, you haven't really done anything. 39 minutes with 10 points in the playoffs? Come on now. Come on. Even for all that, you could have stayed with Orlando. You could have just stayed there. But
nicer weather.
It's just, if Brooklyn, when they figure it out, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
Yep. And before we go to the next series, the big three Nets, they shot 5 for 24 from 3 and still won.
It's crazy.
So, moving on to the 3rd seed and 6th seed, the Bucks versus the Heat. Now, game 1 was close. Went to overtime. Chris Middleton hit a game buzzer beater to win in overtime. They won, 109-107. And Jimmy, he had 0.9 seconds left. He got blocked by Drew Holiday for game 1. Game 2 happened actually Monday night. And it was a massacre from the first quarter. The Bucks in the first quarter shot 10 for 16 from 3, and the Heat shot 1 for 6. I knew where the game was heading at that point. And the final score was 132-98. I'm gonna let you go first. Talk about your team. First 2 games. What do you see? What did you see?
From game 1, we didn't play that well. They probably did. They played way better than us. They played way better. We still only lost by 2. Jimmy shot bad. Bam shot bad. And we only lost by 2. So I'm not really concerned. Game 2, I'm still not concerned because last year, the Bucks put on a 3-point shooting display in the playoffs. And I think they hold the record for the most in a half or something like that. Most of the half, most of the game, something like that. Whatever 3-point record, they hold it as of last year. They did the same thing, but it only happened once. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to have this game, and then they're going to go cold the next game. So I'm not tripping. We needed this game, though. We did, because it's like last year, it's like, okay, we're doing our thing. And then we try to get a little cocky with it, or we just don't know what we're doing, and then we get beat on. And then we come back, we're going to be 10 times better. You think Jimmy going to go like that in Miami? Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Jimmy, you got to stop being so passive. Let LeBron do that. Let James Harden do that. Let anybody else do. Listen, Tyler Hero's non-existent. We get that. He's non-existent.
I'm not really playing him either like that.
Why is that? Because he's non-existent. He came in the game, went like 1 for 6.
Interesting. This is the same dude y'all didn't want to give up for Harden, though.
Listen, I'm not a part of
Duncan.
I'm not a part of that, y'all. Because I wanted Harden. Hero, his trade value was high from last year. So I was happy. I wanted Harden, but I guess it doesn't work like that. I don't know why. But Duncan, he can shoot well one game and then he'll go ice cold the next. Trevor Ariza, gotta get your anger problems right. And stay consistent. I don't know why you pushing off Giannis like that, because in all reality, he probably could have body slammed you. But who else is there? Bam. Come on, Bam.
Mind tactics.
Bam, you gotta show me what you were doing last year. Show me what you were doing in the regular season scoring wise. I know you can. It's like you're playing scared. The jump shots that you're supposed to be hitting that I've seen you hit, you're not hitting. I don't know if you're nervous. I don't know what's going on, but the next game is going to decide this series. Next game is going to decide this series. So if you want to go home, go ahead and keep playing like how you playing. But if you don't, step up. Come on, because I can tell you this: Jimmy going for 40. Jimmy going for 40 next game.
Giannis has been guarding him this series.
He's not passing that rock. He's going for 40 next game. Quote me on
He's
it.
8 for 32 this series shooting the ball.
Quote me on it. He's going for 40. And I don't care. He does not. He's not going to care who's on him. He's not going to care who's on him. He's going for 40. Simple. We shot 28% from three last in game 2. 28 from three, 68% from the line. The reason why the game got so out of hand was Brian. What was his name? Bryn
Forbes.
Yeah, he's not doing that again. I can promise you that. Whatever shooting display that he came out and started doing, I'll bet you, I'll cash out anybody watching this video $25 if he does that. If he does that again, $25 if he does that again.
Oh my goodness!
Because I promise you, he's not gonna come out and do that. He's not. He's not built like that. We in Miami now. Next two games, we're in Miami now. All that bad shooting, all that stuff, the defense, we locked in now. Jimmy's locked in. He's locked in. Simple as that. Simple as that. Giannis, he gonna get hit. Well, he got his game too. I'll give him that. Everybody was shooting, but I can guarantee you, Bucks next game, I say they shoot. More than 43s, but they make less than 15. I bet it. Shoot more than 43s, but make less than 15. I bet it. And we're going to take game 3. So I'm not worried.
I mean, you'd have to take game 3. I know there's a stat out there. I think it's the winner of game 3 in a 2-0. You go up 3-0. I think there's like oh yeah, no one's done it. No one has came back. Yeah. No one has came back 0-3.
I still say Heat
in the finals at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Heat.
So let me show you why you're lacking basketball knowledge. One, why would Jimmy attack Giannis, their best defender?
If you want to win, you not want to win?
He's 8 for 32 shooting.
Okay, that's just him missing open shots. He can hit.
He's missing
open shots that he can hit.
Reigning defensive player of the year, MVP
That's
on him.
Giannis, bro. We saw what happened with Giannis. He blew by him for a buzzer beater, which should have been a game winner, but we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that though, because Giannis likes to travel all the way to Greece. But we're not gonna get into that.
Okay. Another point. So like I told you this when the finals was over last year. That was your best opportunity to win.
Okay.
Because y'all not gonna beat nobody in their house. Y'all not in a bubble no more. You're gonna shoot better in a bubble, of course, Duncan. Of course, you're gonna shoot better in a bubble, Hero. Okay. Of course, you're gonna shoot better in a bubble. Jay Crowder. Well, he's not even on the team anymore. But still, of course, y'all gonna shoot better in the bubble. No pressure to shoot. Now you in their house. What's up, Jimmy? 8 for 32 in Milwaukee.
You can say the same for Anthony Davis.
But we're not on 80 right now. We're talking
about
but
you can say the same for Anthony Davis, though.
But it's been one game for them. They play tonight. We'll see.
They're gonna lose again.
We all know. Like I said, we all know LeBron's team loses game 1, and then they flip the switch.
They're about to lose game 2.
We'll see. We'll see tonight. We'll see. But back to this series.
Okay.
It's not a bubble no more, Miami. It's y'all down 2-0. Y'all going back to y'all crib now. If y'all lose game 3, it's over. The series is over. So y'all better win game 3.
Nah, it's not
over. It's literally over. Statistical wise, heart wise, mentality wise, is over.
Mm.
So y'all better get it together. I thought this would be a good series. I think I said Bucks in 6. So hopefully we'll see Miami. I think they play Friday. I'm pretty sure, or
Yeah.
Thursday. One of those 2 days. But I'll be keeping an eye on that game.
Yeah.
But moving on to the last game, last bracket series, the Hawks and Knicks. Now, game 1 was very live in Madison Square
It
Garden.
was. It was.
Um,
Dang.
Trae Young, man, y'all woke him up. Y'all woke Trae up. Ice Trae. A little cold in there in Madison. Julius Randle, what happened? Where was you at? I couldn't find you.
You can't do that though.
Where was you at?
It's his first playoff performance. He's the best player on the team. Give him a game.
Yeah, but
Give him a game.
Alec Burks can perform though, but Julius Randle can't.
Give him a game because he's the
Okay.
best player on the team. Alex Burks doesn't have any pressure.
They play. I'm pretty sure they play tomorrow.
Alec Burks doesn't have any pressure on him. That's why.
Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. Spike Lee was talking Julius Randle head up before the game.
Right. So that's pressure alone.
Trae Young. Let's talk about. He's the storyline. Everybody hates him in New York. The Knicks are almost about to make me switch my pick to making the Hawks win because I took New York because they're the Rough Rider team, Then they just started hating on Trae Young. They're just saying F you to Trae Young and whatnot. I'm like, yo, is that really necessary? Like, what did the man do to you besides give y'all the work now? Y'all woke him up. He gave y'all the work. 32 points, 10 assists, 7 boards as a 6-foot point guard. Or was he 6'1"? He's short. In 35 minutes, shot 11 for 23, played really good. Lou Williams off the bench in only 13 minutes had 13 points. John Collins, he played all right. Only shot 9 times, 12 points. Bojan, 18 points, shot good from the field.
Yeah.
But the biggest storyline was, of course, Trae Young. In his first playoff game, we saw who the stars were that night in Madison Square Garden, and he showed up. I still got the Knicks winning. I think I said in 6 or 5. I'm not pretty sure in my prediction. I still got them winning this game. But Julius, you gotta play. You gotta play like you're an MVP caliber player. Can't go 6 for 23. You can't do that if you want to win it. And I'm actually surprised they lost game 1 in the Garden. I for sure thought they would win the way the crowd was jumping.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy.
And there Rose did his thing. Emmanuel quickly, he only played 21 minutes. He did pretty good.
Yeah.
Alex Burks was their best player that night. So if they can keep the bench production, I think they will get the series. And Julius Randle, of course, has to show up.
Right. I feel like first off, my sweep is out the window. So
yeah, that was dumb.
Just based off game 1 alone, it just looks like it's gonna be not only a game 7, but I think this will be the best series. This will be the best series of the playoffs.
Understandable.
Like 2 young teams going at it. Madison Square Garden, man, listen. That's tough. But cut Julius Randle some slack, though. One thing about Trae Young, he did his thing, but those fouls.
Got the mayor calling him out.
Those flops, man. Those fouls,
New York mayor calling him out.
Those flops, man. Come on, man.
Like he quoted, like his quote was, you're doing something right when people are hating on you.
Listen, he had 32, but I feel like next game he's going to completely stink. I think he's going to stink next game. I think I say he gets like 16, maybe like 2 for 10 from 3, like something crazy, like something bad. But I feel like the Knicks tie it up. Though. I feel like Julius Randle, he just needed this one game to really wake up and get used to playoff atmosphere and Madison Square Garden. So, Julius Randle had to deal with Madison Square Garden. Fans are back in playoff
15,000.
atmosphere. Right. The fans are back. Knicks playoffs atmosphere. Haven't felt that in like 2013 or 2012, something like that.
2013. Yeah.
2013. Then Spike Lee. The don't get me started, man. You already know the OG. The OG.
They better
of the
win
Knicks.
game 2.
You don't got a choice but to win game 2. But I think the pressure is off him now. Game 1 is out the window. He gonna come back game 2 because I don't think he's gonna let John Collins do that to him. He's not. He's not. And I
Okay.
feel like RJ Barrett, he didn't have a bad game. If he continues to play like this, Alec Burks, if he's consistent, Derrick Rose, the veteran, quickly, if he could get some good quality minutes, Obi Toppin, he had a cool dunk. He hit a 3. If they can get more out of Obi Toppin, this could go to 5 or 6. But as of right now, it's looking like 7 because the energy is there. The energy for this series is definitely there.
All
And
right.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. But
Okay.
yeah, that's all you gotta say. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Let y'all know before we get out of here. Heat and 6. But thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. Already know, man. The website is almost finished. Merch is out. Link in the description for our Instagrams. DM us if you want one.
Sir.
So tomorrow, it's your boys Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace.
Peace.